Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. Sorry for me not being in the best of moods. There's a lot going on, but I needed to make this video. I've had it on my mind for so long, but now it's getting worse. So here we are again. Let's talk about fanfiction.net. It is the app that I started writing on and I still write on to this day. I've taken a short break due to my exams, but I write on that a lot. And well, let's go back to last year, because for me personally, I probably haven't seen everything. I haven't seen everything, so I'm probably gonna get a lot wrong. But for me, I started noticing something was wrong with fanfiction.net last year. From there, I started, following the team on X, and I started looking at what was going on, and I saw a lot of complaints about email notifications not working, and that has a big effect. Email notifications not working, it can have a big effect on people because they have to open the app or look at the site to see how their work is doing, and not getting those messages, it's kind of demotivating because you're not seeing the comments and the positivity coming in. You're not seeing that people are liking your stuff. Yeah, that's very demotivating. But then, I'm gonna have to look it up, but I think it is not this month. We go to month 9 of 2023, when suddenly, from the 23rd, so the 23rd was the last day, but from the 24th of September 23 onwards, people could no longer on the site see the view counts. For me, this was really annoying because I was having the best year in writing of my life, and I have no idea what my total amount of views for the year is because, simply said, the stats were not there. So basically from September, alright? So everyone's starting to report this problem. We were talking about it. But on X, the fanfiction.net team just doesn't say anything about it. They stay quiet. And this goes on forever. We are now, but at this point, we were 2 months later. We were in November and we heard nothing. Only in around December that we start receiving news that they were working on it. And still throughout December there was nothing. So in January everyone started to get hopeful, and then on the 3rd of January it finally returned. But that's crazy. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's like around 3 to 4 months the whole view count was down. You could not see how many people were watching your stories, and for me personally it was so annoying because I made a new story and I posted it on the 1st of January because it was like, I don't know when the stats are going to be back, and then it came 3 days later and I knew that on the first day my fic was very popular. But I saw that in the end I missed that whole, my story completely. It doesn't look like it has a lot of views. It has so little amount of views on the site, whilst I know that on the first days it was a lot more popular. It's really demotivating. It was really not nice. And so I was like, alright, at least they fixed it. And they said they would bring the old stats back. They said that would take a couple of days. Well, here we are. We are currently in the 6th month of 2024. And those old stats did not get put back, and sadly I don't think they ever will. And in the last couple of months we've also seen again that the notifications have been down, and there's also been no comment on that whatsoever by fanfiction.net on X. Nothing. And now I'm looking. I just went on the sites after a couple of days of not looking. And ladies and gentlemen, since the 10th of June, the stats have disappeared again. They're gone. They're away again. And this is so upsetting because I've now had to make make an AO3 account, and I find AO3 a bit confusing. I know it's in many cases a lot better, but I find it very confusing, especially when I'm writing on iPads and you know, I don't really have access to laptops or computers. It's very annoying. And now this whole site is looking like it's going down, and I have no idea how long this thing is gonna last. But this team, there is no communication whatsoever about this thing. There is no communication. And when they communicate, they are like, oh yeah, we're trying to resolve it, and then they start making promises that they can't keep. And that's a problem, you know? And then people start getting mad, and I think that's getting to them. And they're just like, oh, then we will say nothing, and that doesn't work. Just tell us if you're working on anything, and if you're not working on it, then just let us know. Say, oh, best of luck. But yeah, this site, I really found my way of writing here. I would have never kept writing if it wasn't for this app, and now it's all gone downhill, and for me, that's pretty upsetting to see. And I really hope that the team finds a way to get it up again and to make everything work again, because I love this place. I love my little community I have. It's tiny, but I love it. And I'd miss it if everything were to just disappear one day and all my stories would be into the unknown, because half of those I cannot transfer really to my new iPad. Yeah, well, I could, but I probably won't. But it's very upsetting, and I really hope that it gets changed, but sadly I have no idea when. So let's use the comments to vent a little bit with each other about how annoying the situation is, instead of putting it up there to the people themselves, because I don't know what they're doing, but we've asked about it enough and they're not saying anything, so it really has no use to continue on. Yeah, it's upsetting, and I hope it changes. Thanks for listening to me vent. Bye.